Oil is expensive on the government market. Do we have any untapped domestic oil? Like, not really. No, not really. Nor abroad. We need oil, dude. I don't know about you, but I've basically tapped all of my oil. Do you have more oil? Because it's expensive and I can't do anything about it. Oh, there's the whaling stations, I guess. Which I'm already building, though. Yeah, I've like set everything here to build. I'll build all of it. I've even built up like my whaling industry specifically to deal with it as well.
I can build a little bit, but not much. But that's mainly because of the labor. Like, I have a lot of oil, but not many people to get it to work.
You could use the migration authority thing to get people to move there.
That's a good thing.
You know, I'd be tempted to invade Sumatra just because they have a lot of coal and oil, and they don't have anyone protecting them.
I'm building some 30 or so in Niger.
Okay, well that's a lot. I mean, I don't need to do that for right now then. I can just expand into other things. Well, Argentina has a little bit of oil. It's mostly in the northeast where Brazil would probably want something if they were to join. Naturally, right?
Well, was the greener grass campaign, right?
Yeah, to get migration going. Well, I think Argentina's a good invasion target.
Not enough authority.
Starting with right here. I would want to conquer it, though, naturally. Belgium would help. Brazil doesn't show they would help, but maybe they could be convinced. I don't know. They might just accept the conquest. That's hysterical. It's a 12% chance. It's not very high. But I find that so funny. I'm gonna try. Nobody's really set to help them. Not even Chile, their ally, wants to help them. Alright, so they did not accept it. So, that is what it is. Who shall I send? Well, not you. You're still actually building up the barracks. So I'll mobilize the Aragon arrows and send them down to this only front. They should be the only one needed. I'm invading Argentina! Add war goal. That was worth 8. Alright, so I really do want their, like, oil capacity here. Which there's some oil here in Corrientes. So I will add that as well, Corrientes. I might pause to add more to see about getting Brazil to join. We'll see. We'll see about that. Sokoto's gonna help me. Marina, my puppets. I could demand annexation on some of them, but I'm fine with them being puppets. I want to get the protectorates to being puppets, and you do one thing to one, the rest get affected. I don't need more puppets and protectorates right now. I already have more than enough. Then is even convenient to manage. When I get air, I can also start using air recon as well, technically. Also, which reminds me, the Navy can have submarines now. They can have submarines, and submarines are pretty decent. Now, as we can see here, they're not as, like, amazing as a capital ship. But still, having some of them would be good. It would really increase our speed as well. The carriers are really more the thing we would want there. Way better offense than a dreadnought, for example. I could just wait until those are ready to go. But I'm not even trying to get those yet, am I? No, that is on the list after the tanks. Well, the planes are going to build. The dreadnought's already built. I might just leave that be rather than upgrade the submarines. Yeah, that might be simpler. Alright, let's just wait on this to go by then. Colonization complete. Nice. And almost. There you go. Let's see. So, let's just get Belgium to join. Normally. And they've joined. Now, let me see about Brazil. So if I call ally, they will just join. Okay, let's see that. I want to see it. I want to visibly see them in the war. Congo's in the war. There you go. Marina Kingdom. Why are you guys showing? Brazil sided with me. America would join with war goals, make protectorate on Argentina. America would join my war if I let them make a protectorate out of the rest of Argentina.
No.
Also, if I gave them random things in the Pacific. I don't need their help, or I would definitely do that, because I have a bunch of random kind of pointless Pacific things that are kind of split with you, actually. Again, just like last time we played. Brazil and Belgium, I think, are enough for this. Peru, Bolivia, Chile.
I don't even think you need help.
No, I don't. But, I mean, that's what I have, so, you know. But there's oil here, which is something I'm definitely interested in. So, Bajo, Paraguay. That's another place that has oil. Let's go ahead and demand that. We're at 20 infamy. Conquer state. There's this tiny little thing of Argentinian Alto Paraguay. It's not super important. It's not super big either. Go ahead and add that. What? We have 65 more. Nothing else in the northeast, but heading westwards is where the rest of the oil is. Chacao, so that would be another good one. We might just get everything, honestly, looking at this. Argentina, Jujuy. Yeah, 31 infamy. All right. Conquer state. Tucumán. Add it. Infamy's good. Capabilities are good. And then Cordoba, I guess. Cool. We have... I don't think we have enough to get everything. No, not everything, but like most of it. Does Mendoza have anything that I care about? It's got a lot of coal, but it's not super important. I would love more coastline. And there's a lot of... Well, no, there's a lot of fertile ground there, I guess. Okay, we'll do that. Add war goal, conquer state, give me the coastline. This is their capital, too. And then I'm out. All right, I'm conquering almost all of Argentina in this war. Almost the whole thing. I ran out of diplomatic maneuvers to get the final piece of it. But I'm going to get oil, coal, a lot of fertile land, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, oil's becoming more and more...
Problematic.
Yeah,
And
needed.
Yeah. Well, there is some oil here. There's a decent amount of oil in Argentina, actually.
How much?
Let's see. We got, so there's 5, 10, 15. 15?
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah. They have a lot of fertile land here. In their capital, they have like 300 fertile land, and none of it's built up. Not that I look at fertile land stuff too much anymore, but because our food tends to do pretty well. Yeah, we have more than enough wheat. Look at that. I'm sure fish is doing amazing as well. Yeah, the only thing that's not actually is groceries. And that's also like a military good in a way. Groceries? I might want to build some of that. The food industries. There's profit there, yeah. And we could definitely spread around. Get some mappy on groceries. There's something to be exploited there. Domestic only. Just go anywhere that is not... what is this? Building level. Alright, just sort by this. Let me scroll. Anywhere that's not unincorporated. And build some groceries. The unincorporated places could have some as well. South Cameroon certainly looks profitable to have it. I'll put it in some of these unincorporated locations. Just so long as it's profitable, but it's not going to be profitable for super long as we can see. The mappy will do the rest of the work. Navarra can get up to 5. Okay. Salvador, surprisingly good there. The demand will certainly go up by the time we get all this built, but I'll just leave that be for right now. Still have an 8-year production queue. That will also consume some oil, sugar, iron, glass, meat, and other things. But we're positive on all of these foodstuffs. We're not positive on meat, actually. Oh. Something could be done about that, I'm sure. Where is it? Agriculture. We have some new room for maize, which is fun. We don't need maize. We would need livestock ranches for the meat, which would also come with fertilizer and fabric. And these could be built in a very limited subset of places. There's some unincorporated locations that could benefit by having a little bit of local meat production. And it doesn't really change the productivities very much, probably because the needed amounts are just so high, and it knows that. A lot of my fertile land that can support this is actually in the Americas, as it would seem. So, like, Antioquia is actually a pretty good spot for that. Valencia, I mean, sure, Valencia, max out Catalonia. Those would be decent spots. The capital, it would just be burning through the rest of the fertile land, is what it would be doing. I could add 2 more there at the very least, but Antioquia is where we're going to see a lot more capability here. So, like, getting that up to 10, that's good productivity. And it gets more productive the more I build into it. So I can get it up to 40 and it'd be pretty productive. And that's half of the fertile land there into the meat. I think that's pretty good. Insubordinate jingoist. This is the colonizing stuff, which I can continue. It's going eastwards now. If we could get more coastline, that would be perfect. I'm getting my infamy up to like 49 right now, so that's a good amount of infamy. We're good progress taking over most of Argentina, that's for sure. They only have a GDP of like 3 million though, so, and only 2 million population. It's not actually worth a lot. There's a lot of stuff here to be developed, but the population here is not worth a lot. Nor is Africa. But these guys are at least accepted, because these are former Spaniards, the South Americans. Except for Brazil. Still, the Brazilians would probably be accepted as well. Yeah, just not as fully. In the jungles, it's actually all just natives. And slaves. There was this part that we did grant to Brazil earlier, I remember. Nothing's really accepted there except the Brazilians, and they're not fully accepted, so... it is what it is. New neighbors, new grudges. The Austrians accept their lot. Socialist... the Socialist Russian Ark. Laborers want to move. What? Arrested communists streaming into Spanish prisons. Figures within the government suggested deporting the non-citizens to Russian socialist revolt aboard a chartered cargo ship. Oh. Send 1,500 laborers to Crimea. No. I want to keep them. They're mine. Those are my laborers. It's not like they're peasants. Well, my amount of peasants has actually gone up a little bit with all these migrants. So that's a thing. Power plants is a little bit of stuff that could be done. Oh, Argentina backed down. That's smart of them. So I only took one thing. But it does have oil. It's coal, engine, transport. Okay, let's just go ahead and build what we can build there. How's the universities here? It's hard to see this. Santa Fe. Can I easily just see Santa Fe? I can. It's right here. Okay. Let's build 5 there because we're definitely going to incorporate this. Right. There you go. 5 years. Build some more universities. We're almost at 60% literacy. Though the production hasn't even gotten, I think, to the first bit of, universities that I wanted to build. It's gone very slowly today because we've just had such an eventful thing. Well, I only got a little bit of infamy then, so that's sad. I was hoping to get more. It's funny to want infamy. We are building through. It's our private industry's building more now. Because it's the same thing as like the aggressive expansion in Imperator. If I'm not using it to gain stuff, then I'm wasting. So long as my money can afford, whatever the heck I'm doing. Get another consumption tax. Is there anything remaining that's just like a pure luxury thing? I guess radios count, but I don't know about that. Fine art definitely counts. That's just pure leisure. It wouldn't result in a lot of money, not like automobiles, of which we use a lot in urban centers. That's for like free movement though. So yeah, we are also taxing like coffee's a luxury thing, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a luxury drink only. The services are very profitable. It's like most of our positive is a thing. Now we can get tea. We get a tax on tea. That wouldn't be too bad. That would give us some money. I'd be tempted to get rid of the services consumption tax because this is affecting everybody. The services one is really profitable, but it also affects everybody. It is leisure. It's the default leisure good, but it also affects services. It is really important. And so that money would be, I don't know, like nice to swap around, and then we could tax some like lesser things. But again, there's not much. We're looking at like radios, I guess, and maybe sugar. Yeah, sugar and radios, which are not worth a whole lot and are still used. Oh, and fine art, of course. It's worth 150, so it's worth 2 others. We would be trading 115k for a much lesser amount, which we might want to soon anyway, because our reserves here are filling up. We have 20 million in the reserves. Oh dear God, man. That's crazy. What's the total? 35 million? How's your debt doing, dude? Slavery, colonial labor.
200 million, but I'm
utter
building
hypocrisy.
Still, so
100 million?
Yeah.
Damn. How's your total capacity for debt? Fascist, reactionary.
It's now at 277.
Give me the loyalists. Okay, so it's gone up by like 30 mil. That's nice. Madrid Citizens Association,
Yeah,
success
it
chance.
stays like this. I mean,
Yes. Give me that success
GDP
chance. I
grows,
need it.
That stays the same, so that's alright for me.
Yeah, yeah. I have a gold reserve that's filling up. I have 20 million. The max is 35. It's because I have a huge consumption tax on services that's making me very profitable, which I might get rid of soon to help standard of living and just, you know.
I also have that one.
Yeah, that one's really profitable. Her petite bourgeoisie.
That makes me 143k.
Fuck the commies. I'm learning of all the crimes of humanity of the Russian Socialist Revolt. Also, what did you just say? I totally missed it.
I make from the service tax, I make 143k.
Yeah, I got 115, so close enough. I try to otherwise only tax things that are luxury in nature, with the exception of opium. I also tax
I only
opium.
have consumption tax on services.
I have services, porcelain, luxury clothes, coffee, opium, luxury furniture, and tea.
And how's your taxes?
Well, if I'm on standard taxes.
I'm on low.
Yeah, I could be on low. I'm plus 157k right now. That would put me negative, though, actually, if I went to low. I'd rather just get rid of the services consumption tax, because then I'd still stay positive. But this is while not at war, of course. Buff the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is making a comeback, man.
Damn, that war in Russia goes on for a long time.
Yes, it's been going on for a bit. There are almost 80,000 dead Russians and 300,000 dead communists.
Yeah.
The communists
now.
really want a white peace. They really do. Concrete fortifications. Hot. They really want a white peace, but I don't... Pretty sure the communists have more regulars still, yeah, and way more in conscripts. The communists seem to still be winning.
Oh, America and Britain are going to war again.
So many Russians are dying. Oh yeah, what happened with the British revolt? I totally didn't see it.
The original Britain
HM
won.
government, yeah. Damn, that sucks. Corporate governance unlocked, less urbanization per center, which is good, I think. Yeah, because then that's less building, less payment.
They didn't lose too much, to be honest.
More company. Who didn't? The Brits?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're still well put together. So what do we have? Army offense, bureaucracy, innovation, migration, attraction. Okay. What can we get?
By the way.
The Brits?
That's nice. Yeah.
Infrastructure. That's nice. Infrastructure per population, maximum. So this is very similar. Loyalists from political movements, state construction efficiency. The construction efficiency would be really good, really generalist. So something with infrastructure, because otherwise it's like steel mills. This is just like a flat 10% infrastructure though, which is cool. Which would mean less buildings needed, but construction would mean getting things done faster and getting rid of inefficiencies. The migration attraction has probably been helping me as well. What does this use? Just the steel mills, the state construction. Yeah, let's get this one, the steel consortium. 2 million total cost, that's fine. I mean, I kind of need to spend some money, so it's not terrible. Certainly not terrible. There's some places that are really having some bad market access stuff. We don't have a railway in Santa Fe. Well, we'll build one. Infrastructure. This will all be resolved. It's just not resolved yet. Well, how nobody's using the transportation thing anymore for their free movement. It feels like everybody's using automobiles because it's just worth so much. That would be a good one to tax. It's worth like 47k. It's also for leisure. It's not as vital as, say, the transportation resource. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to get rid of the services consumption tax. Replace it with automobiles. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going to replace the services tax with automobiles and something else. Something else. Communication. I mean, transportation is used for this as well, but no, we'll go for like fine art, I guess. Liquor's not worth as much as it used to be either. I'll go for fine art. So we make less money. Especially now, yeah, we make less money. But that should help the standard of living. I think media endorsements, success chance, that would be great. I can make the armed forces happy and more attractive. Sure, that's a small difference. Why do I... That hurt my income, I feel like, more than it was supposed to. It's because the private industry is not building anything. But theoretically, they're being taxed less, so they should make more money. The spending it, it's just... It's whatever. As we build stuff, we sell it, and then it fills up the reserves too, so that's something of note. It's fine. We're to the coal mines now. We're making some progress. Visitors from the colonies. Intellectuals from there, arguing that their home country's far more civilized than we make them out to be. No. Bad. No, you're not. Shut up. You're wrong, stupid head. Oh, damn, I can't get to this coastline because there's water. There's a lake in my way. That's so sad. Oh, well. Yeah, the private industry started building some more, and the money improved dramatically out of nowhere. Right now, they're building a lot of stuff on my territory, which is nice, because they were doing a lot of stuff in the not my territory. The Belgians occasionally build something in my territory. Occasionally. Rarely. We still have 8 years of stuff queued up, though, so... Oh, the... What? Are the Brits attacking Tunis? I think they are, yeah. And America's defending them. That's interesting. That's a neat war. The Tunisian side does not look very good. The Americans, I don't think, are enough. Even though these Americans have done pretty well. There's still no Victorian Britain. They have half the population. Although, again, that's a lot due to Japan, but... Popular playwright endorses reform. Success chance, prestige. Give me the success chance, right? 43% to get these poor laws through. That will hurt my money as well.
What would privatizing do if I privatize my railways?
Don't you have laissez-faire?
Yeah, but I built the railways pretty much for myself, so... Ooh, I got radios.
Well, still, even if you build them yourself when you have laissez-faire, they will automatically become privatized, yeah? Yeah.
Let's see.
That's what happens when I build something. It goes up for privatization auction. It gets sold, and then that money gets transferred into my reserve. That's how laissez-faire works.
Okay, because I just built the oil rigs, and they weren't privatized yet.
It's not immediate. They go up for auction. They have to be bought first.
Okay. That makes sense.
Bulgarians are moving to Cuba.
Yeah,
Nice.
You're right.
Well, I know I'm right. I think that little bit I took from Argentina has resulted in me needing to go around and fixing literally everything again. What happened to my electric sawmills? I don't want to change all that away. What? Why can't I select this? I have it unlocked. That's weird. I just won't hit that then. I won't change that. But that should be strange. Oh well. I wish it could just assimilate to what I'm already doing. That would be fantastic. Dude, I can't even, like, my private industry can't keep up with me on this, like, 972 construction that I have. I have no idea how the hell you're funding, like, 1400.
I mostly use the private industry to build it. Right now I'm using 522 of my capacity just because of private construction.
Oh, so are you not building anything yourself?
Not right now, no.
Oh yeah, I'm actually doing most of the construction for my nation right now. because the private industry keeps running out of money.
I'm only building the Suez Canal right now.
It's funny because they keep saying that they don't have enough building capacity, yet they only have an investment pool of 134K, specifically because they don't have the money for this.
Yeah.
I've learned to just not listen to them, I think. I'm having a flood in Honduras. What the hell? The first election since the voting franchise was extended to women. A new era. A great victory for the suffragists' popularity. Catholic Church lose patriarchal, gain modern patriarchal. So neutral instead of strongly oppose. Makes them more agreeable, essentially. They also start changing some other things. They start strongly endorsing outlawed dissent and other things. Everyone must change with the times. Yeah, change with the times. Poor laws progress to voting. The most dangerous game. Some guy died from a safari expedition, Scandinavian West Indies. Hunted like an animal by a Scandinavian aristocrat. What the hell? Okay, due to a promotion. See, little things like that, I wish those events weren't in the game. It's just a distraction that I don't need to deal with. Promote to Lieutenant General. Sure, that's fine. I don't care about that. I'm looking at, potentially invading Peru, Bolivia next, because they only have an alliance with Ecuador. That wouldn't be so bad. They do have some oil in their nation. Mostly they have a lot of rubber once you get far enough north. And I got this tiny, teeny little border with them. That border location is not really very great. But once you break through, you start getting a little bit of oil, and then you get all this rubber. And the rubber, as we know, would be astounding. Lead, there's gold here, too. There's actual, like, gold all around here, which would be great. I couldn't conquer the whole damn thing, but I could certainly, bring Brazil in, and then it would actually get even easier. Just because, we're down to 7 infamy right now, so we could definitely raise it again. My infamy's down to 7. I'm looking to raise it again soon. Probably I'll do Peru, Bolivia. Aid for the silkworm farmers. Laborers affected significantly, petitioned to replace wages, welfare payments. I mean, you're gonna get that stuff anyway. Alternative employment soon enough. Eastern Andalusia, 25% more welfare payments. I mean, that's fine. Sure, I'll give you that. Give me a peek at what poor laws can look like. That wasn't very bad at all. Helps standard of living. Optimal sunlight. Enduring optimal sunlight started. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. How's our peasants? 5%. It's actually growing. A land of plenty. Moderate party landowners. Just give momentum. I don't need to be buffing up the attraction rate of the landowners.